Um, Hello.
Share screen.
Fine. So you guys are, let me just get a small introduction. You guys are right now starting, right? Hardly is to one thing like okay, so this class is for you to get an introduction as to what you have to do in the exam, what are the sources you have to refer, how is the process, okay, and what are the different stages and what are the exams you'll encounter and how you have to prepare for each of them. So what is my telling you of how to prepare for this exam? So what are my credentials? One is I have given UPSC interview twice, okay, and this one more, there's a Kerala PSC, that also interview I've given, and okay, some small exams and all I've cleared. FDA, then from 4 years I've been teaching, okay, so yeah, I have some experience. I've seen so many of them, and so many of my students whom I've taught and whom I've studied with, so many of them are officers. Actually, Somsekhar sir was only supposed to take this class, but he had some urgent work, so he's asked me to fill in for him. So fine. This exam, as you guys know, it happens in 3 stages. Okay, one is prelims, one more is mains, and the other one is personality test. It's not an interview; it's a personality test. And prelims, it has 2 papers. That is your paper 1 and paper 2. Paper 1 is GS, that is general studies, and paper 2 is CSAT, that is civil services aptitude test. Okay, so we call it as CSAT. This paper 1. Now, question is, what do they expect out of you in prelims? Why is prelims even there? Okay, so here, the main aim is to test how good of a decision maker you are. That is the main intention of testing. Okay, at every stage, they want to test something. So the main, this thing, from whatever I have understood, is how good a decision maker you are. Because there are 100 decisions in front of you. And not like, for example, tomorrow when you're running a district also, there'll be so many people in front of you. There'll be people whom you know, whom you have familiarity with. Okay, based on what they tell, how you'll make a decision. Based on people whom you don't know, because there'll be questions you don't know, there'll be people who you don't know. based on how they tell also how you'll make a decision. Okay, and somewhat you will kind of know them, andre nodidini but ashtondu avaru gottilla. Okay, those things also you have to make a decision on them also. So this is just a theoretical sample of a life size example. Okay, so what you're going to encounter there, the same thing will be tested in prelims. Okay, so in prelims, what are the subjects? It is not very difficult at all. All of them are very normal subjects, meaning to say it's not some astrophysics or it's not some rocket science which they're going to ask. Everything is what we have studied in school only. Okay, what do we have to study here in general studies? That is paper one. One is we have to study history. Okay, now everything, there is a reason for why it is there. So in history, we study ancient history, medieval history, and modern history. Okay, so why do we study history as a whole? Because you're going to rule a particular land, and almost like rulers only. Okay, so when you're going to rule a particular land, when you're going to be made king of a district, so you have to know about the heritage of India. What is the history of that country? Yellinda bandidira. What are the archaeology which is present? Tomorrow, if you are situated somewhere in Assam, okay, in Guwahati, if you are posted, you have to know what are the temples, what are the archaeological sites there, everything you have to know. What is the culture of that place? And overall, India is also everything you have to know. Okay, so this will give you an understanding of, how you have to go about it. And they tell that those who don't learn from history are bound to make the same mistakes again and again. Okay, so in ancient history, medieval history, and modern history, and then you have a common art and culture. That is, there'll be some art and culture like dance, so pottery, puppetry, music, theater, martial arts, so idella irutte, of everything, full ancient, medieval, modern, throughout, ondu hosa tara dance adu idu ella bandirutte. So those things also we have to learn. That is art and culture. Okay, so these are the different subjects, right? And then this, the first subject. Second subject is geography. Now, what are the books we have to refer here? Okay, see, one thing I'll tell you about books. I didn't get your question. Yeah, I'm telling. Okay, so you can refer multiple books. I can give you a big list. Okay, but I'm not going to give you that, because it's like if you don't want a person to pass, okay, you tell some 4-5 extra books. It's like yaradru tumba close friend andre artha aguttalla, you don't want that person to pass only. So sumne hogi gift ಮಾಡಿ ಒಂದು extra 2 book 3 book, that person 100% will not pass. Okay, so my intention is not to show off how many book list I know. Okay, my intention is to help you out. So try to read. I'll tell you some books, but your thing is adin innu reduce madi. Okay, the key here is to not read more. The key here is to make how much ever big a book is, your note should be within 100 pages of that particular subject. Okay, and within that 100 pages, you have to read it at least like 10 times, 20 times. Your page tagadru, you should be in a position to tell without seeing. Ange first line in the last line, you should be able to tell without seeing anything, right? So this is your this thing. Understood? So ancient history and medieval history, you can refer this 11th standard Tamil Nadu history textbook. Okay, ancient medieval ಎರಡು ಒಂದೇ book. Okay, 11th standard Tamil Nadu history textbook. Either ಇದು ಓದಂಗಿದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಓದಿ, ಅಥವಾ NCERT ಓದಂಗಿದ್ರೆ you can read NCERT. But just read one book. Don't read many books. A book in the you make some basic notes. Okay, adadmele there will be question papers. After you do everything, there will be question papers. Prati on subject ko on 3 question paper ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. Okay, that 3 question papers, whatever knowledge is there, because see, you cannot frame questions on some waste topic. You have to frame questions on some good topic, some important topic only. So important topics ಮೇಲೆ already ಅವ್ರು ಕಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟು question paper set ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ನಿಮ್ ಕೆಲಸ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಸಿನಾಪ್ಸಿಸ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದರ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲನೇಷನ್, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಆ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದೆಯೋ, ಓಕೆ, ದೋಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಆಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಟು ದಿಸ್ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಯು ಮೇಡ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಿನಾಪ್ಸಿಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆಯೋ, some 3 papers or 5 papers per subject. Okay, you have to do. Understood? Okay, if for every subject, after doing some basic notes from one book, okay, if you add all of this 5 papers, knowledge to this basic notes, that much is enough. Adanne tirga ಓದ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕಷ್ಟೇ. Understood? Okay, so ancient and medieval, you can do this. Modern India, you can refer this book called as Spectrum. Spectrum ontara, it's like it's not like a story. Andre, if you are already listening to a class with a good history teacher, Spectrum is enough. But on kate tara on gottagbeku andre, like you can read this book called Bipin Chandra. Okay, now question is, how do you make notes also? So notes, you try to make it, try to write in this A4 sheets. Now why should you write in A4 sheets? Elladukku question why, because everything will have a reason. Okay, the problem is, if you write in notebooks, okay, ondsari baritira on 6 ತಿಂಗಳು ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ your knowledge would have improved. You'll feel that whatever you've written is really stupid. Okay, then you will, because your knowledge would have improved and it doesn't make sense anymore. Athwa you will do some test series, you will want to add something, but notebook alli jaga iralla. Ee page agid takshana, like revolt of 1857 barutte. Revolt of 1857 ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ immediately some Lytton's reactionary policy will come. So here next page alle irodrinda, next if you get some new points about revolt of 1857, some facts, something somebody would have told, adella sikdaga you won't be having place to add. ಅದೇ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು A4 sheet ಇದ್ರೆ, you can just put it in one file. ಆ ಫೈಲ್ ಗೆ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ you add it in one A4 sheet, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಆಯ್ತು. Everything related to revolt of 1857 will be in one place. Okay, and it will go on and on. ಒಂದ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದಿನ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ your notes will start looking bulky and bulky. So ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ what you have to do, again you have to rewrite the whole notes and again make it small. Okay, your intention is to make it within 100 pages. ಅದನ್ನ full bite ಮಾಡಿ ಮಧ್ಯರಾತ್ರಿ 3 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ if someone asks you also, you should be able to tell Baba. Okay. So that's the whole thing. In modern history, then for this art and culture, many people refer Nitin Singhania. Okay, but I would personally suggest you not to refer it, because it's a bulky book. Problem with bulky books is, it's not at all, UPSC is not at all about how much you read or which big book you read or anything like that. It's about how much you remember. Okay, it doesn't matter. ಯಾರು ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ ಎಷ್ಟು ಓದಿದೀರಾ, ಯಾವ ಬುಕ್ ಓದಿದೀರಾ, ಎಷ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿರೋ ಬುಕ್ ಓದಿದೀರಾ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಇದೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇಷ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಬುಕ್ ಓದಿ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯು ವೇಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಯುವರ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬದಲು KGF2 ನೋಡ್ಬೋದಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಅ ಸೂತ್ರ, ಡು ನಾಟ್ ಫರ್ಗೆಟ್ ಇಟ್. Right, ancient medieval. So you can refer this CCRT anta on the government publication ಇದೆ, ಬರೀ 50 page. Okay, 50 page ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಔಟ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಒಂದು 10 ಸರಿ ಓದ್ಬಿಡಿ. Okay, art and culture, CCRT. It's a CCRT art and culture PDF ಅಂತ ಟೈಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, just download that and take a printout and read it again and again and again and again. Okay, art and culture especially ಹೆಂಗ್ ಓದ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ, ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಓದಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಚಿಕ್ಕದಾಗಿ, ಬಟ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಟು ಗೂಗಲ್ ಇಮೇಜಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸಿ ದಟ್ ಇಮೇಜ್, ಅವಾಗ್ಲೇ ಅದು ತಲೆ ಉಳಿಯೋದು. ಇನ್ ನಿತಿನ್ ಸಿಂಘಾನಿಯಾ ದ ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜಸ್, ಆ ಪಿಕ್ಚರು ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಫಾಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಮ್ 700 pages book. ಆ 700 pages ನಿಮ್ ನೋಡ್ದಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂಥರ ಲೈಫ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂಥರ ಜಿಗುಪ್ಸೆ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ 50 page ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಯ್ತು ಮುಗಿಸ್ಬಿಡೋಣ ಅಂತ, at least you will get some confidence. So instead of that 50 page ನೇ 10 ಸರಿ ಓದಿ, at least you will be able to remember.
question papers will be in the textbook for separate?
No. Take this Topper IAS question papers, or take any question papers. Just you'll get so many online. Some 5 papers you can just download, solve. Yestadru zero barli parvail starting al. It's not like huddage ella tilkond bandiral. First maadi, but truthfully you have to do. One very important thing in question paper is you have to be honest. Okay, and do yestadru barli parvayilla. Adadmele go back and see the synopsis, add that to the notes. Okay, so this is about history. Next, geography. Geography, mainly you can divide this into physical geography. In physical geography, you can refer this book called as G.C. Leong. Okay, I think from chapter 14 till the end is very important, and 1, 2, 3 chapters is also very, very important in G.C. Leong. G.C. Leong. Chapter 14 in the end or go. Okay, some 28 or go. Chapter 14 in the end of the barcode. Amel chapter 1, 2, 3. This is very important. And one more thing, yen miss agiratto. You can do geomorphology part from 11th standard NCERT. Okay, 11th standard NCERT. Geography, physical geography. Next, Indian geography. For this Indian geography, you can read this 11th standard history textbook. Sorry, 11th standard geography, Indian geography textbook. 9th standard, 9th standard also you can read. Yeah, do on that. 12th illans. Okay. Adu human geography. So apart from this, but this NCERT is very basic. Adrinda hardly adin questions alla answer madake agalla because questions are very advanced these days. Okay, so you can refer some YouTube videos and everything to complete the process. First basic adrinda togoli. Adadmele adin notes on the 50 page madbittu. Amele you can how you have to do Indian geography is starting this monsoon matte physiography and everything. You have to watch this and then watch some YouTube videos. Adraliro idu add madi. Okay. And later part, the soil, so natural vegetation, metals, those things, you have to make a chart. Okay. So this chart, andre one day on page early, you should have the full chapter. As soon as you see, it should be done. Okay. So Indian geography. I think apart from this, I've only done some recorded classes and all. You can watch that. It's pretty good. Next, there is physical geography, Indian geography, and human geography. In human geography, there are hardly any questions only which is being asked, but you can read one NCERT. So time passed. Okay. There is one more also, economic geography. For these things and all, don't read any books at all. Leave it off. Waste. Okay. Unnecessary odi anta definite. Where there is need, you read. Economic geography and all will be covered when you do this question papers, no? Alle questions irutte. Those things you just add it on the 4 page vagutte ashte. Okay. Adadmele very important, maps. Maps give multiple advantages. ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಸ್ಪೇನ್ ವರ್ಸಸ್ ಬ್ರೆಜಿಲ್ ಏನೋ ಫುಟ್ಬಾಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಆಸ್ ಅನ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಸಿಟಿಸನ್ ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಬ್ರೆಜಿಲ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ಸ್ಪೇನ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ಪೋರ್ಚುಗಲ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು ಐಡಿಯಾ ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಬರಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಆತರ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇನ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ವೆರಿ ಈಸಿ, just watch my videos. Okay, like share subscribe ಮಾಡಿ. No, it's not there. That it will be there in the app, I think. Subscribe ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಕ ಪೇ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. Okay, yeah, ಹೆಂಗೂ ಮಾಡಿದೀರಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿ. Okay, so otherwise also you can watch some YouTube videos. Okay, because and one more trick for maps is every day ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಎದ್ದಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಗಾಯತ್ರಿ ಮಂತ್ರ ಓದ್ತೀರಾ ಇಲ್ವೋ? ಓಕೆ, ಲೈಕ್ ಸುಮ್ನೆ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಹಿಂಗ್ ಎದ್ದು ಹಿಂಗ್ ಹೋಗಿ ಸುಮ್ನೆ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ ಮುಂದೆ ಹಿಂಗ್ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇರ್ ಎಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಸ್ಟೇರಿಂಗ್ ಸಮ್ ಗರ್ಲ್. ಐ ಮೀನ್ ಒಂದು ಸುಮ್ನೆ ಎವ್ರಿ ಡೇ ಒಂದ್ 3-4 ನಿಮಿಷ ಸುಮ್ನೆ ಗುರಾಯಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು. Like, because after the first half minute your eyes will only automatically start scanning the places. Ikade akade ikade akade, everything it will start observing. Yelli yadr north alli yadide, yadr south alli yadide. But there is an exercise. The thing about exercises is you have to do every day. ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಎದ್ದಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಸುಮ್ನೆ ಹೋಗಿ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಒಂದು 3-4 ನಿಮಿಷ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. Okay, and apart from that in YouTube you will get a lot of videos. You just type maps, you'll get any one playlist, you just take, finish off everything. Okay, you can do from Topper also, you can do anywhere in YouTube also, but this should go along with your this thing. And every time you read any of the following geography, you should have a atlas next to you. You can, there is one school atlas and there's one student atlas. Okay, you can take a student atlas, it is better than school atlas. I think it's a blue color book. ಇವಾಗ ಯಾವ ಕಲರ್ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ಯೋ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ there is one more book. ಬೇಡ, I want you guys to pass. Okay, next, Indian economy. Okay, Indian economy is very easy. Okay, some basics of economics. You have to learn some demand and supply, some circular flow of income. ಇದೆರಡು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ full economy you can understand like this one. Okay, and then RBI, inflation, what are the different types of goods, then where the government comes in, where the RBI comes in. 2 files you have to have. Okay, the file's name would be where the government comes in, where the RBI comes in, basics of economics in on moorne file. And 4th file is external trade, andre ellanu import export, those things. Okay, economic survey is, I mean economics is actually twofold. One, what you read, the static portion. Innondu prati varsha baro budget and economic survey. Ee eradu complete madidre you will get the full economics gist. Okay, so usually questions also will be spread. Andre ಒಂದು 4-5 question static basic books ಇಂದ ಇದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು 5 question it will come from the economic survey budget. Okay, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇದ್ರು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಆ ತರ. ಸೊ ನಾವ್ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ ಸರ್ವೆನ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳಕ್ ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಇಂಟೆನ್ಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೀಡ್ ದಿಸ್ 12th NCERT and you can attend Somshekhar's class. I've heard is good, okay, in economics. So that will complete the process. And whatever notes they give, just read that again and again and again. Don't read lot of things. Okay, it's more about understanding. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ ಆ 12th NCERT ಜೊತೆ ಒಂದು 5 ಪೇಪರ್ ಅದನ್ನ ಫುಲ್ ಓದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು the synopsis you have to enter question wise a full basic framework skeleton admele you have to fill in the flesh, bones, I mean tissues, flesh, skin adella you have to fill through question papers. Okay, then fourth one, environment. Environment, you can, everybody reads the same book only, Shankar IAS. Okay, or if you don't want Shankar IAS, you can just read 10th ICSE book. Yardu onde actually. Shankar IAS has copy pasted everything from there. Okay, but any one book, remember, any one book, yardu book alla. One book na 10 sari. And some 5 papers, a 5 papers alone idyo, add it to this. Next, your subject nikhe, polity. Micro, you don't have to read it all. Skip.
Micro is a demand supply.
Ade demand and supply, adu class alli helkodod saku.
Right side.
First of all, demand supply in ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ. In exam, microeconomics is not there at all. But ಈ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ರೋನ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕೆ ಒಂಚೂರು ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ಬೇಕಷ್ಟೆ. ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಂತೂ ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈ. ಪಾಲಿಟಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಪಾಲಿಟಿ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ರೀಡ್ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀಕಾಂತ್. ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು 10,000 ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಇದೆ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀಕಾಂತ್. ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಒಂದು ತಗೊಂಡು ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಫಿನಿಶ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಲೈಫ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಟೈಮ್ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸುಮ್ನೆ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀಕಾಂತ್ ಓದ್ ಸಾಕೆ ಅಷ್ಟೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸರಿ ಆಯ್ತು, ಓದಿ ಬರ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸರಿ, ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ Lakshmikant, just finish off directly Lakshmikant. Okay, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಈ ಲಿಬರ್ಟಿ, ಈಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ, ಫ್ರೆಟರ್ನಿಟಿ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಏನೇನು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಡೆಮೋಕ್ರಸಿ ಅಂದ್ರೇನೆ ಏನಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರೀಡ್ ಆಫ್ NCERT once. ಓಕೆ, ಒಂಚೂರು ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ವಯಸ್ಸಿಂದ. ಅವಾಗ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್ ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ಪೇಜ್ ಒಂಚೂರು ನೋಡಿದೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೀಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟೆಕ್ಗೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಯಾವ್ದು ಓದ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾನೇನೋ ಒಂದು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಲೈಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಯು, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ nobody knows what to read for science and tech, because ಅವ್ರು ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. Okay, that is the truth, but I'll tell you. Okay, standard ಆಗಿ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು. There is one book called as Spectrum for each dot book ಇದೆ. Okay, if you want you can refer it. ನಂಗೆ ಏನೋ ಮನ್ಸು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಬೇಡ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಏನ್ ಓದಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡಿ. Okay, I'll tell you how to read science and tech. Just previous 10 years papers you take. Okay, your topics in the science and tech questions bandide anta nodi. You will get one list. Okay, some you will get some, like for example, some gene editing, amele little bit of agricultural science questions, and something related to artificial intelligence. Okay, ee tara ella barutte. Then just read about all of that, like properly you do research. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ some half page or 3/4 page ಎಲ್ಲ ತರ ಯಾವ ತರ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಬರ್ಬೋದು, only those points should be there. Okay, make your own notes for science and tech. And apart from that, you just type this thing in Wikipedia, emerging technologies of 2020, 2021 ಯಾವ ವರ್ಷ ಇದ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರೋ ಎಮರ್ಜಿಂಗ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜೀಸ್ ಅಂತ ಟೈಪ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಒನ್ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ವಿಕಿಪೀಡಿಯಾ. ಆ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಗೂಗಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ. Okay, that much is enough. Previous years plus emerging technologies. Okay. ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ಸೈನ್ಸ್, ಬಯಾಲಜಿ, ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಇದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲನೂ a few things are there, like in some internet there is some grade up ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಇದಿದೆ. In some 10 or 12 pages physics, chemistry, biology ಮೂರೂನು ಇದೆ. ಆ 12 pages ನ ಒಂದು 10 ಸರಿ ಓದಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಸಾಕು. Don't spend time on reading big books. ಅದು ಇದು 10 ಪೇಜ್ ನ ಒಂದು 10 ಸರಿ ಓದಿ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಬೇಡ. Okay, current affairs. We'll come to that. Current affairs. So current affairs is very important. Okay, almost prati one question, even though it might be a static question only, but yellow on current affairs alli yellow on kelirtare. On that some basic static question would have appeared. So there is so much of current affairs interlinking, you will probably not know only. So starting, you have to analyze how you have to do current affairs based on what are your weaknesses and strengths. Obobru ondon tara madbodu current affairs. I'll tell you how you have to do. Like for example, if your English is not strong, okay, in that case, I would suggest you to read the paper only. Okay, if your comprehensive ability is not good, if you cannot write very brilliant essays and everything, okay, then read the question paper. English so better agutte, current affairs sigutte. Already English ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ, you don't need to improve or anything. Okay, already you have good this thing, you can just frame the answer like that only. Andre, okay, just watch some YouTube video of Hindu current affair analysis. Okay, ಒಂದ್ ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಒಂದ್ ವರ್ಷ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನೀವೇನಾದ್ರೂ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಹಿಂದೂ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಫೇರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಡಿ. ಹಿಂದಿನ ವರ್ಷದ್ದೇ ಸಾಕು, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ಏನು ಬಂದಿರಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದೇ. ಓಕೆ, ಯು ಮೈಟ್ ಥಿಂಕ್ ದಟ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಫೇರ್ಸ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಒಂದೇ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ. ಟ್ರಸ್ಟ್ ಮೀ, ಏನು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದೇ. ಓಕೆ, ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮೆನಿ ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಮೈ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಶಾಂಘೈ ಕೋಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಆ ವರ್ಷನೂ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಈ ವರ್ಷನೂ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಹೊಸದ್ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. Okay, don't have to read that. Apart from this, take some magazines. Okay, apart from your Hindu, if you are watching the videos, you can take the idu. If your English is not good, ninge andru odak ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಿದ್ದೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ, ಅವಾಗ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಅಟ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಎಡಿಟೋರಿಯಲ್ ಅಟ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಓದಿ ಎವ್ರಿ ಡೇ. ಓಕೆ, ಎಡಿಟೋರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಅಂಡ್ ದಟ್ ಒಪೆಡ್ ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ರೀಡ್ ದಟ್. The thing about current affairs is ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡೋದಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್. ಮಾಡೋದೇ ಬೇಡ ಹಂಗೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಿಂತ. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ತಿರ್ಗಾ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸರಿ ಫುಲ್ ಬುಕ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅದನ್ನ ತಿರ್ಗಾ ಓದ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು ಆ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಫೇರ್ಸ್ ನ. ಓನ್ಲಿ ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಟು ಯುವರ್ ಹೆಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ದೇ ಆಸ್ಕ್, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ very deep. So only if you are able to properly analyze in this thing and read it again and again, maintain one book, write down everything, only then current affairs will stick. Current affairs you can do in a book on. Okay, you will not go and add something to 13th or something like that. It's okay. Amele correct agi read 2 magazines at least in the first year. Hogta adu beda. Okay, one is a monthly compilation. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಯಾವ ವರ್ಷ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಇದೆಯೋ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಅಟ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ 8 to 10 months you have to do some magazine along with your Hindu current affair. ಓಕೆ, ಒಂದು ಮ್ಯಾಗಝಿನ್, ಮಂತ್ಲಿ ಮ್ಯಾಗಝಿನ್ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಫಿನಿಶ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಫ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್, yeah, you can read that. And next one is you can Next magazine will be subject-wise magazines. Like you can take some PT 365 or something, okay, and some polity, economy, adu. Just finish off the second magazine. That's all. Okay. Environment did item, yeah. So this is about prelims. Okay, GS paper 1. Ivaga CSAT. For doing CSAT, first this thing is write one paper in the first day only. Okay. If first day, background CSAT. Everybody cannot adopt the same strategy for CSAT. So one person in first day only, he'll have some engineering background. He would have prepared for IIT, AEEE. First day only, he'll score 100. For such kind of people, don't prepare only. Summa go and write, you'll pass. Okay. So now, if, for example, if somebody is getting very less, 30, 40, 60, 70, 80, in that case, okay, just attend sir's class. Okay, you don't have to make any this thing. And apart from that, you just take some 30 question papers, okay, and solve the 30 question papers in a time manner. See, GS, there you will not have any problem with time. Easy to finish ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು 2 hour. Okay, ಮಾಡ್ತಾ you'll do it off in 1 hour only. It's not a big issue. But CSAT is always a time paper. ಎಲ್ಲ ಪೇಪರ್ಗೂ ಒಂದೇ ತರ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಟಜಿ ಇರಲ್ಲ. Okay, CSAT 2 hour ಅಲ್ಲಿ 80 question ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Okay, this is 80 questions. There is 2.5 marks for every question. How much you will gain is more. Sorry, 80 questions. How much you will gain is more, but how much you lose out of negative marking is also more. So first thing you have to identify, while do some 10 papers and identify. ನೀವು ಯಾವ ತರ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಒಂದು CSAT ಪೇಪರ್ನ ಅಂತ. ಏನಕ್ಕಂದ್ರೆ 80 ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 80 ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಒಂದ್ 50 ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಕೆಲವ್ರು 40 ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಕೆಲವ್ರು 55 ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. ನಾವು ಈ 55 ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ, okay, what have you gone for? Have you gone for all the English first and then some logical reasoning and maths last ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಅಥವಾ ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ಸ್ ನ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಲಾಜಿಕಲ್ ರೀಸನಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2 hours ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಿರೋ ಆಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಅದೇ ತರಾನೇ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನೀವು 55 ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ 60 ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಯಾವ ತರ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನೋಡಿ. ಓಕೆ, then go back and just practice on strengthening your strengths. Okay, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದಿರೋ ಆ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ನ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. So just focus on those and do some 20-25 problems on all of that and finish. That's all. See, I'll tell you an example. One of my friend, he attended 35 questions. And in 2020, I attended 55 questions. Okay, I got some 65.9 or some 93 or something like that. And I failed in CSAT. He attended 34 questions and he got 118 in CSAT, 35 questions or something. Because everything I attended was English. And every time I was getting good marks only, everything was correct. But ಆ ವರ್ಷ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಉಲ್ಟಾ ಹೊಡಿತು. Okay, so he attended everything maths, everything was correct. Okay, so it doesn't matter how many questions you attend, you should just cross that cutoff. ಕೆಲವರು 35 ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡು ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ತೆಗಿತಾರೆ, ಕೆಲವರು 55 ಮಾಡೋದು ಆಗಲ್ಲ. Okay, so it depends. And apart from this, okay, for prelims, after you finish this, okay, you have to at least try to do 50 full length test. This is very important. Full length test ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಇದೇನಕ್ಕೆ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಬರೀ ಪ್ರತಿ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ they'll tell you, people will tell you that ಈ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಇದನ್ನ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಇದನ್ನ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂಥನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಬಟ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವು ಸರಿ ಒಂದ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಂದ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಕೆಲವ್ದು ಒಂದ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಂದ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. that simulation you will only get while attending full length tests. Ella subjects, current affairs, ella mix agi irodrinda matra ee full length test sigutte. I mean, that experience is different. And apart from this, at least attend 20 years previous year papers. This previous papers, how you have to attend this, you have to Google every option also. Andre A, B, C, D iddu C enadru option idre, you have to Google A, B and D. Okay, once you start Googling, you will notice that 2011 al bandirode 2013 al question, not the direct one, but the option of one question will be the actual question for some other this thing. So that's a very, very important exercise which you have to do. Okay, ಇವಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೂ ಎಲ್ಲೋ at least mind ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. You will do it eventually if you're serious, right? So this finishes up our prelims. Next is mains. Mains is very simple. You'll have an essay. Okay, in essay you'll have to write 2 essays, each for 125 marks, together for 250 marks. Mains is where it actually matters. Okay, prelims only, if you get 200 also it's the same. If you pass by some point 1 mark above cut off also it's the same. Ella onde, yaru nimmanna kelala ಎಷ್ಟು ಇದು ಬಂತು ಅಂತ. But mains is what will determine your rank. Okay, in mains it's like peli chuplu. Peli chuplu means ಏನದು ಏನಂತ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮದ್ವೆ ಗಂಡ್ ನೋಡೋದು or ಹೆಣ್ಣು ನೋಡೋದು. Okay, so that one. So here if you go there, you have to prove that you are the best, no? There alone ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋದು, ಕಾರಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗೋದು, ಅದು ಇದು, like go and give them lot of gifts, ಅದು ಇದು first time only. You'll try to show that you are the best, no? Okay, there you have so many things. ಕೆಲವು ಮನೇಲಿ what is that, ಹುಡುಗಿ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಡೆಲ್ಲ ಬೇರೆ ಹಾಡಿಸ್ತಾರೆ and all of these things. There you'll show all your talents and show this thing. But here you have to, what do you say? Here you have to show that you are the best. You are the man among the boys, or you are the lady among the girls. Okay, by not showing your face, by just your answers you have to show that, right? So how can you make your answer attractive? You can draw some flow charts, you can write points. Okay, because ultimately how much ever knowledge you accumulate, you have to present it in this 150 words only. Okay, so for mains there are 3 important skills which you have to this thing. One is handwriting, okay, second one is speed, and third one is content. Okay, so these are the 3 things which are required: handwriting, speed and content. ಮೂರನ್ನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು. ಮೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೂ ಮೇನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಏನಕ್ಕಂದ್ರೆ ಮೂರು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರೋರು ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಜನ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಜನ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಬಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರಲ್ಲ. ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಜನ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಬ್ರಿಲಿಯಂಟ್ ಬಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಕೆಲವ್ರದ್ದು ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಸೂಪರ್ ಬಟ್ ಒಂದ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸ್ಲೋ ಆಗಿ ಬರೀತಾರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಗಾನ್. ಕೆಲವರು ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಬಟ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಏನು ಇರಲ್ಲ, ಬರೀ ಕೊತ್ತಂಬರಿ ಸೊಪ್ಪು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಏನೋ ಸೂಪ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಲೈಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೊತ್ತಂಬರಿ ಸೊಪ್ಪು ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಬೌಲ್ ಫುಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೊತ್ತಂಬರಿ ಸೊಪ್ಪು ಓನ್ಲಿ, ನಥಿಂಗ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದೇರ್. ಓಕೆ,
150 ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆಯೋದು.
ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ I'll tell you how to do it. Okay, so first is essay. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ GS, this is paper 1 ಅಂತಾನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ. essay ನ paper 1 ಅಂತಾನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ, paper 2 ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಅಥವಾ GS1 ಎರಡು ಒಂದೇ. ಓಕೆ, ಪೇಪರ್ 1 ನ essay ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಪೇಪರ್ 2 ನ GS1 ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, here it will be a combination of subjects in here. ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅನ್ನೋಕ್ಕೂ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ವೆರಿ ನೈಸ್ ರೀಸನ್ ಇಸ್ ದರ್. ದೇ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಹೌ ಯು ಇಂಟರ್ ರಿಲೇಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರೆಯುವಾಗ ದೇರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಜಾಗ್ರಫಿ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ದೇರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಸೊಸೈಟಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರೆಯುವಾಗ ದೇರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಹಿಸ್ಟಾರಿಕಲ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಜಾಗ್ರಫಿಕಲ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್. Okay, so our paper then requirement idyo aa subjects na combine ಮಾಡಿ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Okay, so that is how good you should be in that particular paper. So illi history ಏನಿದೆ, that same thing, ancient, medieval, modern, but some extra 2 histories is also added. One is world history, one more is India after independence. Okay, so this 2 extra histories is added. Apart from this, there is society andre globalization, women problem, caste, amele marriage, ee tara problems alla. Okay, they'll generally ask you what is the problem, urban development. Okay, things like this. Then geography, cyclones andre enu, heng form agutte, those kind of questions. Then GS2 or paper 3. Okay, in GS2 what do you have, which subjects? Polity, governance. Okay, international relation. So here again you have to interrelate these subjects and present it. Next, GS3. GS3 or paper 4. Okay, here it is mainly economic development or economy, then environment, okay, science and tech, and disaster management. Environmental adella barutte. Environment, science and tech, disaster management. Then GS4, ethics, integrity, and aptitude. Okay, ethics, integrity, and aptitude. Here you can just refer one book. You can refer this DK Balaji book, or you can refer Chronicle IAS anta unde. Okay, Lucent, this thing. You can just read that, or this DK Balaji book. DK Balaji book is good. Just read one book. ಎರಡು book ಬೇಡವೇ ಬೇಡ. And for every ethics especially, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ವರ್ಡ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ವಾ syllabus ಅಲ್ಲಿ, you have to try to give an example. You have to try to Google one example and try to think of one personal example. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ವರ್ಡ್ಗೂ ಒಂದು ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್, ಒಂದು ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜನರಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಮತ್ತೆ ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. Okay, this is very important and that should be ready. And next one is optional. Okay, ಈ ಜನರಲ್ ಸ್ಟಡೀಸ್ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಜನರಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಓಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಒಂದ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಚೂರು ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಇದೆಯಾ, ಎಲ್ಲದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಆರ್ ಯು ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಇಂಟರ್ ರಿಲೇಟ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ತಾರೆ. ದ ಮೇನ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಅನ್ ಆಪ್ಷನಲ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇ ಗಿವ್ ಯು ಅ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಈ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಬಂದಿದ್ದು ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಆ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳಕ್ ಆಗತ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಅಂತ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು. ಅಂಡ್ ದೇ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅ ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್, ನಾಟ್ ಸಮ್ ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಮಾಡೋ ಫೇಕ್ MBA ಅಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಮ್ actual like IIM level masters knowledge they expect. Like how much ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ you should be in a position to tell that full India ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ಗಿಂತ ಬೆಟರ್ ಈ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋ ರೇಂಜ್ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಆಪ್ಷನಲ್ ಮಾತ್ರ. Okay, if you are able to prepare to that level, then yes. Okay, what are your optionals? Hindu? History. Okay, yours? Fine. So generally there are some popular optionals. Okay, one thing is sociology, anthropology, public administration, PSIR, geography, history, philosophy. Okay, these are the 7 subjects. Philosophy no kadmene, literature subject of that particular state. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ನಡ ಲಿಟ್ರೇಚರ್, ಅದೇ ತರ ತಮಿಳ್ ಲಿಟ್ರೇಚರ್, ತೆಲುಗು ಲಿಟ್ರೇಚರ್, ಹಿಂದಿ ಲಿಟ್ರೇಚರ್, ಆ ತರ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೊಂದು. ಓಕೆ, ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಆಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ their ಲಿಟ್ರೇಚರ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ದಿಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಈ ನಡುವೆ ಒಂದ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ಸ್ ಓಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, psychology, philosophy and all, it is niche subjects. Okay, like there is, so for any optional, you have to look at three things. One, whether you have interest towards that particular subject. Andre free time al YouTube nodavagunu, you should be looking at something related to that only. ಆ ತರ ಒಂದು ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೆಯಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಅಂತ, ವೆದರ್ ದಟ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಯು, ಇಟ್ ಡ್ರಾಸ್ ಯು ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ದಟ್. ಜನರಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನೀವು ಫ್ರೀ ಆಗಿರುವಾಗ ಅದನ್ನೇ ಕಲಿತೀರಾ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಂಬರ್ 1 criteria. Second criteria is, okay, UPSC related books ಇದೆಯಾ. Like for example, law is a very good optional, but UPSC related books ಇಲ್ಲ. UPSC related ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ಒಂದು ಕಾಪಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ವಾ, ಈ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ಕಾಪಿ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಯಾರೋ ಒಂದು ಬುಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಇದಿದ್ದು ನೋಟ್ಸು, ದಿಸ್ ವಾಸ್ ದ, ಇದೊಂದು 3 ಪೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ, ಇದೊಂದು 4 ಪೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ, ಇದೊಂದು 5 ಪೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. ಆತರ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಯಾರೋ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಒಂದು ಬುಕ್ ಬರ್ದು ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಪಬ್ಲಿಷ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ದೆನ್ ಹಾಫ್ ಯುವರ್ ಜಾಬ್ ಇಸ್ ಡನ್. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಟು ಲೈಬ್ರರಿ, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಅಂಡ್ ಸರ್ಚ್, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಮೇಕ್ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್. ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ತಲೆನೋ ಕೆಲಸ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಪಿಕ್ ಒನ್ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆಪ್ಷನಲ್, ದಟ್ ಮಚ್ ಆಫ್ ಯುವರ್ ಹೆಡೇಕ್ ಇಸ್ ಗಾನ್. ಯಾರೋ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಒಂದು ಬುಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಪಬ್ಲಿಷ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಓದೋದು. Okay, that is the advantage of picking a popular optional. Third one is whether you have a good teacher. This is also very, very important when it comes to optional. Because full UPSC preparation, correct agi yaradru on ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ guide ಮಾಡೋರು ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ರೆ, you can do it off alone only without anyone teaching you anything. But optional ge matra you need a very good teacher. If you enroll for whatever, it's okay, but optional matra you should take coaching. Or you should have somebody who is very close to you, who will spend time with you, will correct your answers, who will help you. Idu odu anta heloru. Okay, so somebody like that who himself should be very good in that optional. So something like that should be there. Okay, and you should have that belief that the person who's teaching you, there is nobody better than him in full India to teach you that. Number 1. And second one is, if in case okay, so that is the first criteria. There should not be anyone better than him. And the second one is that you can become better than him anta confidence idya antanu nodkobeku. Me only, yeah. Okay, but optional ondu, you have to, it should be in the tip of your tongue. It should be perfect. Okay, and usually how you have to prepare is, mains you should prepare first. Ideally speaking, correct coaching will teach you this. First you should prepare for mains, and mains ella agidmele in mains only side by side prelims marta then last ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು 2-3 ತಿಂಗಳು ಇರುವಾಗ then switch to full prelims. Okay, that is the ideal way of preparing. But yeah, ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ personality test ಅಂದ್ರೆ they test what is your personality. Okay, here, like for example, which school did you go to, ma'am? Papa Vixel. Which school did you go to?
I studied in BP Indian College.
Okay.
And after that, I studied in the same Mcqs school in Dubai.
Yeah, BP Indian. My 10th standard exam was there. Okay, so what does BP stand for? Don't tell blood pressure now. Okay, so which school did you go to? SRN andre?
Shri Rajubai Nagal.
Who is that?
Founder of our school.
Okay. So basically you have to know every word. Nim address ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೋ ಒಂದಿದ್ರುನು, ನಿಮ್ ಯಾವ ರೋಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದಿದ್ರುನು, that person also you have to know completely about everything about your life. Okay, so that is personality test. And you have to present your answer in a very diplomatic way, and wherever required you have to take a stand. Here they test your analytical skills, how you answer in a confident way. So for interviews, what are the determinants? First one is what kind of clothes you wear. Okay, like whether it's, there is one color code for that also. Andre alli hodaga gottagutte. Like for example, dark blazer jate light shirt, ee tara tie, aa tara tie. There is one full big this thing for that also. And second one is, if you are good looking, generally you'll get extra few good marks. Okay, this is my observation. You see anyone, okay? In fact, one of my friend, he's in IRS now. He's like a hero to like some movie hero is. He got 206, okay, which is like the highest in the interview which you can get. ಅಥವಾ ಇರೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಶೇಮ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದು ಇದು ಅದು ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋರ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರೋರ್ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. So yeah, this is about it. And then how you have to prepare for mains is, okay, I told you 3 things, alno. One is handwriting, second one is speed, third one is content. Handwriting, first one you have to analyze whether yours is a good handwriting or a bad handwriting, whether your font size is big or small. Small font size idre adu disadvantage UPSC mains ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಏನಕ್ಕಂದ್ರೆ you have to write more. ಅದೇ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿ ಬರೆಯೋರು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಬರೆದ್ರೂ ಪೇಜ್ ತುಂಬದಂಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, that is number 1. And second one, how you can make ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಚಿಕ್ಕ font size ಇರೋರು ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬೆಟರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ you can use a lot of diagrams. It will eat up the space. Okay, and there is this rule for when it comes to the second part, that is speed. There is this rule of 7.2 and 10.6 answer. Okay, andre 10 mark question no 7.2 minutes alli you have to finish, and 15 mark question in 10.6 minutes you have to finish. ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ ಆ 10.6 ಗಿಂತ 1 ನಿಮಿಷ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು ಅದು ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಗೆ ಇಂಪ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. There are 10 mark questions. Usually there are 20 questions in mains for GS papers. First 10 questions is for 10 marks, and next 10 questions is for 15 marks. Total 250 marks. Okay, ಅಂದ್ರೆ 100 plus 150. ಈ 10 mark question ಗೆ 7 point, usually you'll have one ಈ ತರ ಒಂದು ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ಪೇಜ್ ಒಂದಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಪೇಜ್ ಒಂದಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದೇ ಪೇಜ್ ಹಿಂದೆ ಮುಂದೆ. That much is the space which is allocated for a 10 mark question. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಹಿಂದೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಪೇಜ್ you have to finish in 7.2 minutes. And this 15 mark question, there will be one more page also.
7.2 minutes 10 marks.
ಮತ್ತೆ 10.6 minutes 15 marks. Okay, ಇಲ್ಲ ಇರೋರ್ಗೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ಬಂದಾಗ ಹೇಳಿ. Okay, optional ಇರುತ್ತೆ. In optional you will have ನೀವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Okay, so this is the rule. Now I'll tell you generally our speeds before UPSC, coming to UPSC and all. Our speeds will be it will be double of this. If you want, you can just try. Double nan prakara iralla nindu. It will be even more worse. Okay, andre maybe ee kade hinde munde you will write in 20 minutes. This is my calculation. Okay, adu ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು. Okay, ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬರಿಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು. So just think of how much you have to practice writing to get to that speed. Okay, because ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಫುಲ್ ಬೆಳಗಿಂದ ರಾತ್ರಿವರೆಗೂ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು 14 ಕವರ್ ಓದಿ ಒಂದು ತಿಂಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಬಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಮಸಲ್ ಮೆಮೊರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಮಸಲ್ ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಆ ದಿನ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಬರಿತಾ ನಿಧಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗೋದು. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಸ್ವಿಮ್ಮಿಂಗ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಸ್ವಿಮ್ಮಿಂಗ್, ಡ್ರೈವಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ಇದು ಒಂದೇ ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಓಡ್ತಾ ಅಥವಾ ಓಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಅಥವಾ ಈಜ್ತಾ ನಿಧಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೋದು. Okay, first time if you go into a swimming pool, you'll obviously not be able to swim. So first time when you write an answer, that is your most kachada answer of all the things. But to get to good and better and an excellent answer, it's a process. First you have to go through this very tough thing of writing one kachada answer. Okay. Without doing that, you cannot go to good. ಬಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದ್ ಜನ ನಾನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಓದ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬರಿತೀನಿ, ನಾನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಓದ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬರಿತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ವರ್ಷ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಓದಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ನು ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರ್ದಿರಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಗಾಡ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ದೋಸ್ ಪೀಪಲ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಹೋಲ್ ಥಿಂಗ್, now I've told you the whole process. What do you think if I have to ask you two skills where you have to master, what are the two skills which are required to pass the exam? Then writing answers. Okay. ಅಲ್ಲ, ಫುಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ 2 ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಬೇಕು? That is quality. Okay, see there you have to master 2 skills to pass this exam. One is MCQ solve ಮಾಡೋದು, second is answer ಬರೆಯೋದು. That's all. That much is only UPS. If you do this, that last one is just 175 marks. It's okay. Okay, but this is the main 2 skills you have to master. ಏನಕ್ಕಂದ್ರೆ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ you will obviously have a certain level of communication if you are a Bangalorean. Okay, you will be an extrovert. School ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಇದು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ, that much is enough. If you see this North Indians and all, ಅಷ್ಟು ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಬೆಬ್ಬೆ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ನೀವ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾರ್ ತಪ್ಪದು? Okay, so these are the 2 skills. One is MCQ, second one is answer writing. ಇವಾಗ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು whatever you do, once pencil you keep like this also. Okay, you have to keep asking yourself, is it helping me develop these 2 skills? Okay, is it helping me solve MCQs better? Is it helping me write answers better? ಎರಡು ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವಾಗ ನೀವು UPSC ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. Okay, this is the ultimate thing. ಇವಾಗ why should I attend classes? Because if classes will make you better, write better answers, solve better MCQs, then you have to attend classes. Why should you watch some YouTube videos? If YouTube videos will help you tick the right answer, and if it will help you write better answers, then you have to watch that video. Why should I do current affairs? Because it will help you solve MCQs, it will help you write better answers. Everything ee eradu help ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರೆ then you do it, or else it's waste. That is how you have to determine whether it correcta ilva anta. Okay, and if you focus all your time in just attending class and making notes and ಇನ್ನೊಂದು just ಕಲಿತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ, you will not pass the exam. Okay, you just have to master these 2 skills. ಈ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಇಂದ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ಆಚೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೇಕು. Right, this is this thing. Now I'll tell you guys a small story. Okay, ತುಂಬಾ ಇದಾಯ್ತು. See, again you will have all these doubts that ಎಷ್ಟು ಅವರ್ ಓದ್ಬೇಕು, ಯಾವ ಇದ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, how to manage classes, how to manage ಇದು, all of these doubts you'll have. So I'll tell you this story. Okay, just listen to this. So there was ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹೆಸರೇನು? ಮಾನಸ. Okay, so ಮಾನಸ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್, ಇವರಲ್ಲ ಬೇರೆ ಮಾನಸ. ಓಕೆ, ಒಂದು ಟೀಚರ್ನ ಹುಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಒಂದು ಮೆಂಟರ್ನ, ಓಕೆ, ಒಂದು ಗೈಡ್, ಒಂದು ಗುರುನ ಹುಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ಗುರು ಹತ್ರ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಹೋಗಿರ್ತಾರೋ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ UPSC ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನಾಟ್ ಮೀ, ಸಮ್ ಬಿಗ್ ಗುರು. ಓಕೆ, ರೈಟ್ ದಾಡಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ big guru, think big. Okay, so now this person, she comes and she's like, ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಮಂತ್ರ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡಿ, ನಾ ಮಂತ್ರ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹಂಗೆ UPSC ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಶಿಟ್ಟರ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಬಿ ಲೈಕ್, ಮಂತ್ರ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಾ? ಓಕೆ, ಸರಿ ಆಯ್ತು, ನಾಳೆ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಸ್ಯಾಂಕಿ ಟ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಬಾ, ಐ ಟೀಚ್ ಯು ದಟ್ ಮಂತ್ರ, ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ 6 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ. So that time that time she goes and she sees that that guru is already inside water. Okay, and when she sees that she is all like full dressed up and all full makeup, full, this guru is already inside water, and he's like telling, come inside, come inside. Okay, and this girl is like wondering, I thought, mantra is a secret mantra he'll teach, and adhan itkondo I will pass off the whole exam. Andre this guy is asking me to come inside water. Sari parvayilla UPSC pass agbekandre mado I'm not come to some swimming class, but still let's learn anta. She'll start going in. As soon as she comes inside water, this guru is like going backward, and he's asking this girl to come inside. And at one point, inge olgade hogta. Okay, the guru is also till this neck deep, and she's also almost till here. At one point, she's almost like she's going to turn back and she's going to go away. At that point, correctly, this guy puts his hand on her head and he puts her inside the water. And when she's inside this water, okay, so when she's inside this water, what is she thinking? Is she thinking, Nanu Maleswaram Yengu Bandini, Ange Veena store said everything is she thinking, or Sankala ಯಾವ ಹುಡುಗನ್ನ ಮೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿ, ಹಂಗೆ ರಾತ್ರಿ ಒಂದ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪಾಲಿಟಿ ಓದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸಾಯಂಕಾಲ ಯಾವ ಹುಡುಗನ್ನ ಮೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿ, ಅದು ಇದು is she thinking? She's not thinking about any of it. At that point of time, all she's thinking is one breath of air. ಏನಕ್ಕಂದ್ರೆ ನೀರಲ್ಲಿ if she doesn't get that one breath of air, she's going to die. As simple as that. Okay, like this asthmatic people and all will know that ಒಂದು ಉಸಿರು, ಆ ಉಸಿರು ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ your life will depend on it, right? So it's like that one breath of fresh air. Do you really want it like that one breath of fresh air? So illi aache, I mean olgade irovaga, all she's thinking is that this thing, and she comes out and she's like, what the fuck did you just do? and at that time she's like, and this guy, he asks, okay fine, what did you learn? What were you thinking when you were inside? Like usiradodur ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. And then he tells that if you really want this, like you want this one breath of fresh air, then there is no power on heaven which can stop you, and there is no power on hell which can stop you. There is nothing in this world, no forces, no anti-force, no force can stop you if you really want it, like you want it as much as you want to breathe. Okay? So you should just concentrate all your forces. Now think about the same analogy and start answering all your questions. ಎಷ್ಟು ಅವರ್ ಓದ್ಬೇಕು, ಎಷ್ಟು ಓದಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ಓದ್ಬೇಕು. How much is your body completely capable of? When your whole life depends on it, like you want this one breath of fresh air. Okay, see my screensaver. You can read.
You only read.
It says
One on. And one breath of fresh air. Like one breath of fresh air.
so so do you want it like that one breath of, if you really want it like that one breath of fresh air, there is nothing which will stop you, right? So how many hours can you study? As much as you can. How many what books should you refer? Whatever books which will make you pass the exam, you have to refer that, and some small thing, read it again and again and again and again. Okay, get it done with. And what is the best way to master these two skills? That is solving MCQs and writing answers. That is solving MCQs and writing answers only the best skill to master these two skills. Class al kutkolodu adu idu, everything will help you get there, but directly just solving mock papers, as much mock papers as possible. Do 100 mock papers, do 200 mock papers, and just repeat them again and again and again. Okay, write Okay, keep writing answers. Put one timer. Just buy on Amazon. Just buy one stopwatch. 7.2 minutes. Barita. Hoಗ್ತಾರೆ. That much is only enough. Just master these 2 skills. ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಏನು ಬೇಡ. Okay. If you keep attending classes and keep reading books and keep watching videos, you'll get a satisfaction. You'll keep getting satisfaction that you're studying. But are you really getting close? That is what you have to keep asking yourself. Any other doubts you have about anything? See, don't read any book. Lakshmikant is enough. Okay, whatever for basics you have had, just invest on test series for mains. Okay, alli duddella nodbedi. Just keep writing tests. They will give you feedback. Adral synopsis irutte. After prelims to mains on 90 days idre 90 tests baribeku. At least I'm telling from my point of view, 90,000 hodrunu parvailla. Okay, like every day on test. Usually this other here also whatever tests is there, just take any good institutes, just keep writing and sit with people, ask for their feedback. Idin heng improve madkobeku, illi point baribeku. Sit for synopsis discussion classes of this mains this thing. So alli yav tara answer baribeku, adan heng better present madbeku adella ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Okay, but always make sure of the credential of that person. That person first who is teaching mains should know about mains. Okay. Online resources. Okay, I don't know how much I can tell you, but see, for this thing, you can refer this insights website. Here you will have daily current affairs. 5 questions you will get. Okay, this five questions do 1 year continuously. Dina ondondella madbedi. That is what kids do. Okay, ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ತಿಂಗಳು ಮುಗಿಸ್ಬಿಡಿ. 12 ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ 12 months should be over. All the questions, 5 questions, 30 ದಿನ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 150 question ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. Okay, how you have to do is attend the questions, look at the synopsis. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸಬ್ಮಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ಅಲ್ಲಲ್ಲೇ ಓದ್ಕೊಂಬೇಡಿ. Okay, like hardly 3 hours it will take for you to finish 1 month. 3 hours, 4 hours it will take. So a 4 hour like do it for 12 days, you will finish 12 months. Okay, it's better. So this is one thing. Second one is static quiz you'll get. Okay, so static quiz will have all the questions from your normal history, geography, environment, polity, economics. So idrallu 5 question irutte. And then there is something called RTM. Okay, revision through MCQs. Illi ondond dinakku 10 questions irutte. Okay, just do these 3 things from insights. And for mains previous year, this thing, there is Vision IAS YouTube channel for mains previous year videos, discussion. Just watch the discussion and make notes out of all of them. Okay. More I can't tell. Okay, because it's recorded. ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಫೇರ್ಸ್, ಸ್ಟಾಟಿಕ್ 10 questions ಒಂದೊಂದು ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, just do of that also. And Vision IAS previous year idu. And one advice is don't follow all this chota mota institutes YouTube videos and everything. Follow standard ones, because I've studied with so many toppers who are in service right now. Not even one person will watch some Yellamma Dasappa institutes. Everybody will go for good institutes. Okay. And the institute which you're studying in, okay, just have this thing because they will be personally mentoring you. So somebody for personal guidance and standard sources. Okay. Any other doubts? ಏನಾದ್ರು ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿ. Nothing. How to prepare? I've told you how to make notes. ಬೇರೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು? You have to keep files. Okay. Don't do anything. First, do question paper. Identify your strengths. Okay. And then after you identify your strength, just sit through classes. Yadu, first identify that e questions ನಾನು ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. This is only my speed. Okay, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನಾನು ಒಂದು ವರ್ಷ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಒಂಚೂರು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಇಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. So identify the topics which you will attend. Those topics you sit for the classes. ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಅಲ್ಲೋ ಅಥವಾ ಏನಾದ್ರು your time and work questions UPSC PDF ಅಂತ ಟೈಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಇದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಲ್ಲೊಂದು 20 ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಮುಗೀತು. Try. Okay, that depends personally. Formula ಅದು ಹಾಕ್ತೀರಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. Anything else? Okay.